that's really what I learned, is that the people who are mad at me call me names because that's literally all they can do. Shut up! You can't speak at that event. We don't want you on stage. We're deplatforming you. Okay, I don't care really, but like,
who's saying that to you?
Oh, yeah, what
I
don't even want to go through. I don't want to make it about me, because I'm certainly not oppressed, and you haven't impressed my spirit. You could fucking shoot me. I'm not going to impress my spirit. It's just,
I'm just asking because I still see you all over the place. I saw you.
Of course. But I guess all I'm saying is, no, I haven't.
I think you were just with Megyn Kelly and her tour. And
Megyn Kelly is a tough woman, man. She's for real. And I mean, she's more for real than people know. I'm not saying she agrees with me on everything. She doesn't. And by the way, she doesn't agree with you. She's like, I don't agree with you. She's like that tough. She'll just tell you. But you can't make Megyn Kelly take a position. You just can't. She just won't. Megyn Kelly just absolutely will not. If she agrees, of course she'll agree. But if she doesn't agree, you're not going to scare her into agreeing. Mm-hmm. There aren't a ton of people like that. There are some. They're all my friends. Even if I disagree with them, I just love people like that, and I want to be around them. She's one of them. No, but what's interesting is not that they've like really inconvenienced me. They haven't. It's that they've revealed who they are. So like, they did this with Fuentes. This is the thing I learned, is that Fuentes, I didn't know much about him, to be honest. I'm just too old for this shit. It's not my generation, so I just didn't know. But Nick Fuentes first became known freshman year of college, like first month of college. He's a student at BU, and he put something on the internet, Twitter or something, and basically like, why does Israel control our Congress? Something like that. He's a college freshman. And Ben Shapiro, sitting at like command center somewhere, is like, what? A college student who's not on board with the program? Destroy him. And Ben Shapiro tries to, quote, cancel this kid. He's a fucking college student. He's a freshman from Chicago. Rather than just call the guy and be like, hey, actually, I saw what you said. I don't like it. But there are reasons that we're allied with Israel, and like it really helps us. Or whatever, make your case whatever your case is. His first instinct was, this man must be destroyed. He can never have a job in Con Inc. No one can hire him. And have that work for you, Ben Shapiro. Well, of course, it didn't work at all. Nick Fuentes is way bigger than Ben Shapiro has ever been, way more influential than Ben Shapiro has ever been. You can't cancel an idea. It just does not work. Let's kill Jesus. Okay, how'd that work? World's biggest religion. It just doesn't work. And any wise person knows that. So the only way, liberals used to say this, they don't believe it apparently anymore, but the only way to stop bad ideas is by countering them with good ideas. You want to defeat lies, tell the truth. It's literally that simple. And as if I needed to be reminded of that, the last month, I don't think a single person has ever made the case that I'm wrong, that Nick Fuentes is wrong. The Jew hatred stuff is wrong, period. And I said that. The white hatred, black hatred, Jew hatred, Malaysian hatred, Bedouin hatred, it's all wrong. I believe that as much as I believe anything. Okay. But the rest of it, his analysis, which is actually smart and in a lot of cases true, no one's even attempted to rebut it. 95% or whatever the number is, if members of Congress take AIPAC money, how is that good? Shut up, Nazi! Mm-hmm. So if that's your only defense, you've lost. You've lost. You didn't even enter the game. We're playing different games. I'm trying to tell the truth, convince people that what I think is true is actually true. And you're trying to make me be quiet because you don't like it. You can shoot me or you can shoot everybody, but it doesn't go away because the truth is an immovable object. It just exists and you conform to it or you don't, but it doesn't change because it's nature.
Why do you think you got so much shit for having him on? He's been on other stuff. He's been on...
Well, I got shit precisely because I'm not an anti-Semite. That was the whole point. I mean, if David Duke or whatever, I don't even know there are many, I'm sure there are famous anti-Semites. I can't think of one, but David Duke is a famous anti-Semite. If David Duke interviewed Nick Fuentes, they'd be like, oh, they wouldn't say anything. Whatever, who cares? They're talking to each other. But if someone who is openly opposed and sincerely opposed to hating people on the basis of their bloodline, which I definitely am, interviews Nick Fuentes and is like, hey, Nick Fuentes, stop with the Jew hatred, but let's talk about your views on the betrayal of Republican voters by conservative institutions and the undue influence a foreign country has over our government. Those are entirely reasonable conversations, and they're scary because they are reasonable. They're very difficult to refute. You have to, like, what's the counter argument? The country should be controlled by a country of 9 million people? Like, what are you even saying? No one agrees with that. So if a reasonable person says it, that is an actual threat. And they were like, well, must destroy him and his son and his brother. And it's like, I'm not afraid of you, man. I'm just not. And not because I'm so tough or brave or whatever, but because why would I be? You call me names and I'm gonna, you're not telling the truth and you know you're not. You know, you start saying things about me that are true, that I'm trying to hide, whatever those might be. You know, I'll get in fetal position, hide in the corner. But you throw lies at me, I'm totally unintimidated. And anyone who believes that, I'm sorry. I'll just say it again. Here's the truth. Don't believe I can't control that. So yeah, that's why they don't like me. Not because I'm extraordinarily brave. I'm not. Definitely not because I'm extraordinarily smart. I'm not. But because they don't have an actual argument. So all they can do is destroy. And I think they've reached kind of the limit. Like, what's the next stage? That does concern me. Not that much, really. But we're moving into a new time for sure. Now, after the last month, and there are a number of fairly influential people on the right who've just basically said out loud, I'm for censorship and identity politics. We just had an election a year ago this month in which Republicans won because they were opposed to, let's say it, censorship and identity politics. And then their voters find out that a lot of the leaders of the party are totally for censorship and identity politics. How does this continue? Well, I'm out. I mean, I know that. But so are a lot of other people. Like, would never vote. I don't care what you call yourself. If you're for censorship and identity politics, two things that I truly, on principle as a Christian, oppose, I'm not voting for you. Period. Ever. So that's like a big, big change. Like the veil is dropped. We can see, like, you're walking back from the shower and your towel slipped and I saw what you look like naked. I can't unsee that. Right? Has that ever happened to you?
Mm-hmm.
You see what someone looks like naked and you're like, I want this out of my head. I don't want to know. I saw your appendix scar. It's like,
oh man.
Right? So I don't know. I never know anything that's coming. You know, you can't. It's always something different from what you thought. But as of right now, I think it's like November, probably. It's before Thanksgiving right now. I know for certain that we're in for big, 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 big changes because just like fighting with your wife and you say something awful but true, things are never the same.